Good morning. It is 7:05 in the morning and I'm learning a new word. I do this every single morning and I thought I might as well just record it. I'm learning new words so that I can describe the reality within my head more clearly. And whenever I have to communicate something and put something into words within my own head and talk about it with other humans, then I have the exact word in my pocket as my tool set, in my tool set, which I can use. I know how to use exactly where. Not to just sound smart, not to sound intelligent, not to any of these things, but to see the reality within my head more clearly. Currently, yesterday, I learned the word pervasive because I want words which are practical. And so I prompted Claude about this that I need some words in the direction of mostly overt, tenuous, epiphany. Yeah, these three words. These are I just added them, but I wanted more in these three direction. And I got these, and I'm gonna learn one every single day. Perhaps two, I don't know, but I think just one is enough for one day. I've learned pervasive and I was practicing it by visualizing it, by drawing it, because I need to know exactly what thing is pervasive. Where do we use the word pervasive? I don't want to just, I don't want to throw it around to throw it around. I don't want to use it to use it. I wanted to fill a gap in my head. Pervasive is a thing which is everywhere, which is spread everywhere to every last corner, to every last human, such as a smell. This is a trash can and it is stinking. This is a room and its smell has occupied every last corner of the room, every last air particle. It means the smell is pervasive. You could use it to describe if you ever go to a room in somebody's house or any place and you find that the whole room was stinking or something. There was a room which was present everywhere in the room. Then you come back and somebody asks you, how was the room? You say, the smell of those rotten bananas was pervasive. It was everywhere. And then, second example. This is the first one. First one. This is the second one. Andrew Tate's name was pervasive in 2022 and 2023. These are the phones I've drawn of each individual person, and he was everywhere. In every last phone on this planet which has internet and has Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube, he was there. Every person on this planet with an internet connection and a phone has at least heard his name in 2022 and 2023. So his name, Andrew Tate's name, was pervasive. It was everywhere, on everybody's phone. And the third example I'm going to take, which is very similar to Andrew Tate's name, is AI. AI is pervasive right now. I just used the word. AI is pervasive right now. Let's just let's make Chat GPT. Different things become pervasive according to the time. Different things become pervasive with the timeline. Currently, it's AI. When the phones launched for the first time, smartphone with the screen, they were pervasive. They are currently pervasive and they're never gonna go away because you're just not gonna be able to compete with the person who has a smartphone if you don't. Chat GPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever. To see, you can say this is all AI, and these names. AI has become pervasive. AI has become pervasive, even amongst the top people, world leaders, trillion dollar CEOs of trillion dollar companies, whose decisions affect our lives every single day and our future. Become pervasive, and it is only gonna become more pervasive with time. Alright, senses are done. Now we move on to the next word. I don't have much time to think about which word to choose. I just have to execute. Liminal, relating to a transitional stage, occupying a threshold between two states. Any, I'll copy the exact same prompt, and then I need to see the usage of the word liminal. Explain in very explain through the examples why the word is the best fit in that case. The weeks after a funeral. Liminal is a stage when you're passing from something to other thing, but in between that, you're not fully out of it. You're not fully into the next stage. You're somewhere in between. Ah, it makes a lot of sense. I love this sense. The weeks after a funeral are liminal. Grief is fresh, but life is already asking you to return to normal. An airport is a liminal space. That is so right. You have just left a space from where you're departing, and you wanna go to a place where you wanna arrive. But in between that, perhaps this relates to the word broker because broker connects two places. Is a broker a liminal thing? Is Blinkit and Amazon a liminal thing? Or car dealerships a liminal thing? Also, I want to make sure that I'm speaking from my belly. I grasp air in my belly and then speak from there because I want to make my voice deeper. As deep as it is, I don't want to make it sound higher pitched. That takes away authority, man. Am I in a liminal stage? I am in a liminal stage because I've just left college. I've dropped out. I'm working to make money. I know I'm gonna have a rich lifestyle in the future, but I'm not there yet. These liminal stages where there was a liminal stage in my life in 2024 when I started the series of my 90-day body recomposition series. I was doing something different with my content, but it wasn't there yet. I wasn't getting any views. I know in the future I got views in 2025, which changed my life trajectory. I changed my life trajectory, by the way. Irregardless of that would have happened or not, I would have figured something out. And I bypassed the stage of posting transformation reels all of the time, same transformation reels, expecting to go viral, one of them. That was a liminal stage. I also left my old friends behind at that time. I didn't have new ones yet, so that was liminal stage. I love this word. I absolutely love this word. I'm gonna draw it. Is that a better way to learn? If I draw it. If I draw it, then is it a better way to learn? Let's learn the word liminal. This is the lim. Yeah, it is a transition between two. The transition stage between the stage in between two stages. It is a stage in between two stages. Look, s- stage A, stage B, a life, and this is the transition period where you're not. This is the transition period. Like stages after a breakup, where you just leave one girl, you're not on to the next one, you're somewhere in between, still missing her, still having a crush on her, both at the same time, and then you pass through this liminal stage. This thing is liminal. This thing is the liminal time period, not on to the next stage, but not still in the previous stage of life. Previous stage. This is so much better to learn if I visualize it and if I speak it aloud. Let's use it in a few sentences. I'm gonna see more examples though. There's something liminal about dusk. It's not day, not night, not the world. That's so true. Liminal social state. There are liminal social states. There are liminal time periods. There are liminal phases of your money making work. Old positions abandoned, new ones not formed. Early or uncertain doesn't capture. Well, there was a liminal period in my life only a few months ago where I knew that I was going to drop out of college. I had stopped going to classes, but I was still present there physically. I hadn't left yet. I was still having conversations with my family, with my father, to be precise, the most important ones. I hadn't physically left. I was still there, but I knew it was going to happen. I had stopped going to classes. I had stopped even thinking about exams. I didn't even learn about what the syllabus is. That was a liminal period. There was a liminal period of my life where I stopped going to classes. I wasn't even thinking about the college. I wasn't studying for exams, but I had not left yet. That's the perfect fit of the word, liminal. Let's just use that in the first sentence sense. There was a liminal period in my life. Liminal. I make my own definitions, by the way, in my own words. I don't copy them so that I know that I'm understanding them. This transition stage in between two stages. The transition stage in between two stages. Not on to the next one yet, but not in the previous one as well. The last week, I started with the end, by the way. I'm telling a story, or I'm reporting a story, and I want to start with the end. What was the end of the story? Is that I came home. The last week before my flight home from college. Dropout was liminal. Was a liminal stage. Was liminal. The last week before my flight home from the college dropout. I'm not going to classes. I'm not going to classes. I knew what I knew exactly what was ahead of me. But I was physically still there. Having phone or phone calls with my father and my father. I don't even count. There's over phone calls with my father. I was mentally out of the place. I was mentally out of the place. I was mentally out of the place. It was completely liminal. This is a perfect example. I have it in my pocket now. I don't need to highlight it. Then April 10th came, it was my flight day, and I came home that night. The liminal period of time was now over, and the next chapter of my life started, fully started. The same. And I was home the same night. Second chance. What has been a liminal thing in my life? 2024, the 90-day body decomposition series was a liminal state for my Instagram. This for me. For me, I had left the transformation edits behind. I left the transformations as behind, but I wasn't onto the type type of reels which were to make money yet, which would make me, which would which would allow me to exchange from people yet, and which would make people press the follow button. 100%. Only I'll understand that that was a liminal period, and you need to go through liminal periods of life to be on to the next one. It is a thing which you have to go through. It is a thing which you have to go through. It is a thing which you have to go through. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be able to go into the next stage. You're just gonna be perma stuck on the previous one. What else has been a liminal period in my life? I can't think of any more examples right now. I think I can do one more word. I think I can. Should I? Let's just get a hint, but I'm not gonna do them today. I just learned one word every single day because I wanna actually learn it. By the end of 10 days, I wanna have memorized, I wanna have 10 words in my toolkit. Not just memorized, but in my toolkit. Like I have the word is, or the, or better, or important. How I use them, I don't even have to think about them. I want these words in my mind like that. These are weapons in my mind, and I fight with them. Nascent, just coming into existence, not yet fully formed. How is this different from liminal? nascent. It's nascent. My business is nascent. My business skills are nascent. It's a nascent relationship. It has just come into existence, not fully formed yet. I love these words. Latent is something which takes time to catch up. Present, it's just like your body when you're losing weight, when you're obese. It just takes time to catch up to the results. It just takes it time. It's time. I'm thinking I could record a reel right now as well. And I can say that your body just its takes its time to catch up with the results. When you start losing, I'm thinking too much, man. I can't record it like this. I wanna express, not think and speak. Express. Flow the words out straight from my gut and from my heart. I don't know what that means, if it means something, but yeah. Salient. Most noticeable or important. Standing out from me. The most salient thing after my father comes home. The most salient thing to discuss after my father comes home is going to be my college topic. It's going to be the most salient thing. It's going to be standing out so prominently, pervasive. I already know, which is everywhere. A thing which is everywhere. I also know liminal, the stages in between. Intractable. Hard or I love these words so much. They are good weapons I would actually use. They're not like a fancy bow and arrow, but they're pistol. They're not a fancy looking bow and arrow, but they're a pistol I would actually use in short range. Some of them are a knife, and the opponent is right in front of me, and I stab it in the neck. Then I use this word. They're actually in my toolkit, and I'm learning the skill to use it. Once you have the knife, you have to learn to use it. Once I know the word, I have to learn to use it. There is nothing which is intractable for me. What is hard or impossible to deal with? I didn't think anything is hard. You just feel it's hard and you just use that word. What does hard mean? Does it mean it requires more iterations, more time? Is that it? More price to pay in terms, not in terms of money or in terms of money? Is that what hard is? Well, welcome to fucking life. There is nothing impossible. It felt intractable. It felt intractable to go to the moon. Incongruous is something which doesn't align with the surroundings. Yeah. Not having a routine is incongruence. Not having a routine is incongruous with your weight loss goals. What you mean you just go through life thinking, what am I going to eat right now? What am I going to eat next? What am I going to eat tomorrow? You need to have a solid routine. This is what I'm going to eat at this time. This is when I'm going to go to the gym. These are what exercise I'm going to do. These are how many sets. This is the form I have to practice. And this is when I'm going to sleep. This is when I'm going to wake up. This is the window when I'm going to sleep. This is when I'm going to wake up. And I'm going to do this every single day. Not having a routine is super incongruous with your weight loss goals. I'm not going to post that, but it is incongruous. Visceral, deep, instinctive feelings. Don't like that too much. I worked for 36 minutes as of yet. And now I'm thinking what to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to think too much, man. I'm gonna do too much. Perhaps I could check on my clients, so I can't show you their names and everything because that is private. But I can take you through it. Nothing much to check upon. Just check it. Let's see if I'm gonna record a reel. I wanna go to the gym and do some cardio, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I am not learning more words throughout the day when I can. I have no idea on what else to do. I do have an idea I could record videos, but not in the state I'm currently in. I'm thinking too much about what to say, who am I talking to, instead of just expressing myself and actually giving advice to get the physique. So I thought I might as well just learn a few words. What's stopping me? Why just one word a day? I don't know. Also, I want to express one thing. It's that, let me full screen it for this. Why do I look I'm in such tension? Because I am. I have been feeling this thing within my body, which is like stress. I don't like that word. I have this feeling in my body, hormones are rushing, which are making me tensed up, and which are tensing up my muscles. I can feel it physically. It's the S word, but I don't like to use it because it's a big word. I don't like to just throw it around for this. I don't have anything to worry about. I've got under everything is under control. I'm under no physical threats. I can still work upon everything I want. I can keep becoming better. I have a completely functioning body. I can do everything. But I do want to express this, whatever this is, though. It's like my muscles are tensed up. I can feel this feeling within my body of some hormone rushing. I'm not relaxed. I'm not calm. It's hard to. It is. I'm not in a state where I can just lie down. I'm in fight or flight mode, constant. I feel like attacking someone. I feel like throwing around punches and releasing my energy somewhere. I've, I have a lot of energy within me. And I've been having this continuously for the past 4 days. Today is the fourth day. As soon as I come back from the gym, this just comes to me. I don't know from where it just comes, and it stays until like 6 p.m. But we still work. I thought I might as well try my best. Yeah, there was one thing. If I imagine it from God's perspective, I keep telling him I want this, because he can read my thoughts. He can look within my mind. He knows I'm true to my heart. He knows exactly what I want. He knows I want to help people. And so he gives me these challenges instead of the dreams. He's like, okay, sure. Here you go. You have a big dream, here's a big challenge. You have another big dream, here's another big challenge. And okay, you want to become the best. Well, let me give you a tensed up body for the next one whole month every single day. Here you go. Try to do it now. Let me see if you collapse or not. Let me see if you still want it or not. Oh, you really want that thing? Okay, for the next 60 days, I'm going to give you no results. You have to still keep working. You have to keep walking, and in front of you is the horizon. You don't even know for with certainty that is your goal over there or not. You just have to keep walking because the only other choice is to stop. There is no other way. The only other choice is to stop. And he's giving me all of these challenges, and I'm just, what can I do? The only other choice is to stop. So I have to take this route. To keep walking even when I'm not seeing any results. I have to keep walking even when my body is tense up and my muscles are stiff and I'm in constant flight or flight mode and I just cannot rest and my mind is never at rest and all I think about is my dreams and nothing else. And I have to be fucking alone while walking this. He's like, oh, you want this? Well, I'll remove every single person from your life. Let me see if you still want it or not. Can you walk the path alone for years and years and years? Let me see. So yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well with his tests because I'm not stopping. And I guess that's the only way to fail. It's to stop. Now I'm gonna learn the words. So let's go over them. I don't wanna see about chicken fucking drumsticks, man. Let's learn salient. I think salient was a good word. Also, man, this poor ass fucking country. This country is so poor. Everyone is just poor. Almost everyone is just poor everywhere you go. Most noticeable or important, standing out prominently. That's the meaning of salient. Let's draw the word. Even if I don't remember it, I just remember it. I'll just try to learn it again tomorrow. Nobody's stopping me from doing it again tomorrow. Nobody. Let's just learn the word salient. Salient is the most prominent thing, most important or prominent, easily most easily noticeable, or what else was there? Noticeable, important, or standing out. Most easily noticeable, most prominent, noticeable, important, standing out prominently. Yeah. So if we, what is the salient thing? As soon as my father is gonna come home, the most salient thought in both of our minds is gonna be me dropping off. It's gonna be the most salient thought. It's gonna be loud. It's already loud. I'm already anticipating that thing. And as soon he walks, there's going to be a tension between us. And we'll just know about it by looking in the eye. We don't even need to discuss it. It is so salient. It's the most salient thing. Or let's say you have 10 people. Dropping out is the most salient decision of my life. It is the most noticeable yet most important. I'm just going to take three very simple examples for each. I don't have to perfectly memorize. The most salient thing, most easily noticeable. When you walk in a shop, what is the most salient thing? Shop. And you look at three sections as soon as you walk. Okay, pardon my drawing. You walk in from over here and you notice three sections. One is fruits, one is vegetables, and one is ice cream. And it is lit with lights. Now, why has this been made the most salient? Because most people buy ice creams, not fruits or vegetables. This is the most, this is the salient thing. This is the salient thing. It is salient. It is so salient. It is clearly the salient thing. Do we say most salient or we do we say most salient or just salient? It's the most salient thing. It was salient. The salient issue was trust. The salient issue. The salient section. It is the salient section. Number two, let's say I'm on a call with a person on Google Meet. They're here, I'm here. Okay, Google Meet. And we're discussing. And I pitched them the price. Rupees 90,000 for 6 months. And then they have three issues. And they say money and trust. The salient issue is always trust. Money is never the issue. People have money. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. They did not have money. The salient one. Third one is the salient. Let's say there is a person. What am I even drawing, man? All right. And they have these huge muscles and they are wearing this is the salient part. The salient part of the person in the first glance is their appearance. It's the most noticeable part of this person's appearance. All right, cool. Salient is done. I know salient. Let's move on to the next word. Incongruous. I know incongruous. It's not incongruence. Liminal. Oh, I know liminal. Latent. I also know latent. Present, but not active. Let's do nascent. I don't know nascent. Just coming into it. All right. The word nascent. Nascent means just coming into existence. Just coming into existence. Not fully formed yet. Just coming into existence, not fully formed yet. For example, my business is nascent. It's just coming into existence. It's not fully formed yet. Taxes are not set up. Current account is not set up. Offers are not set up. Content is not set up. Nothing is set up. How am I still making money? A friendship can be nascent. It's nascent. AI is nascent. AI, physical assistants are nascent. They're bad, but they're forming. What else is nascent? I'm thinking a fetus. When a mother is 2 months pregnant, the life inside inside her is nascent. It's nascent. My biz knowledge. I don't like to call it business knowledge is nascent. It has just come into existence. It is not fully formed yet. My fitness knowledge is not nascent. I know nascent. Just one more word. I'll use just one more. Let's just do visceral, relating to deep instinctive feeling rather than the. I don't know how to use this word yet. Let's just do incongruous. What's going on? Not in harmony with the surrounding. Incongruous. Something out of place. Out of place. Out, out of place. Not fitting the surroundings. not in harmony, not in harmony with its surroundings. I am incongruous. Congruous, congruous with Indians. Not exactly Indians, not all Indians, but with 9 to 5. I'm incongruous with I was, I am, was, and am incongruous with the people in my college. I'm not in harmony with them. Let's say a person is wearing an outfit where they have. Why do I draw the same fucking guy every time? I don't know anything else to draw. Let's say he's wearing an outfit. He's wearing a black t shirt and shorts. And then he comes up with a cowboy hat. How do you draw that? Cowboy hat like this. This is not, this is incongruence. Congruous. Incongruous with his, let's just call it gym outfit. Gym outfit. Incongruous. It's incongruous with what else could be incongruous? I don't know. Fucking onions on a cake. Onions on a cake don't belong there. They're not enough. Okay, this is a cake. And then this is an onion. This onion is incongruous with the cake. With the fucking cake. With the fucking cake. Is this the right? They just don't belong together. Yep. Any other word I could do. Lay and let me just give him this screenshot and tell him, tell Claude 8 more word practice.